I found my absent husband's Reddit account. He has been posting about another woman. He has been obsessed with another woman for 20 years, and is secretly thinking about divorcing me. So I have recently come across my husband's account on here. I felt for a long time there's been something off in our relationship. Never able to put a precise finger on it, largely because of his non-communicativeness, and resistance to any real heart-to-heart, and also, I do struggle with depression, which I know distorts your perception. I have rationalized to myself for years, if he doesn't love me he'd have left by now. I must be imagining things, it's just my depression talking. Well, now I found his account and I finally have the real answers he has never been willing to provide in the entire 20 plus years we've been together. He's been posting on a Reddit about limerence, his feelings for another woman, but there's so much more than even just that. The woman is someone he briefly dated in the summer he was 19. We started dating soon after she ended their relationship, but I now learned there were times he still carried on a fling with her while we were together. They'd also kept in touch periodically on social media since social media became a thing. That is, until just last month, when apparently he confessed all his feelings to her. After 20 years he dumped that on her out of the blue. She was freaked out because they'd mainly talked about work and he was never more than a casual acquaintance to her, who would have thought. She told him off for involving her in his one-sided emotional affair, he'd even complained about me to her, and blocked him. Since that, now I know why he's been even more distant than usual, which is saying something. He's been obsessively writing on the limerence Reddit to the point of thinking things she posts on a page for her business are indirect veiled messages to him, and also read is about divorce. That's the second huge blow I'm dealing with. He is just desperate to get rid of me, and the only reasons he hasn't are his faith, not wanting to lose our children, and how expensive it would be for him according to the divorce lawyer he apparently had a secret consultation with. But let's look at reality now. Meanwhile, I have tried for years to get him to communicate better, be closer with each other, because he always seemed to hold himself at a distance. I gave up after years of trying. He never changed and I realized he didn't care enough to. So I've stopped caring too. I do my own thing, or sometimes try to get him involved, to which I'm quickly reminded why I gave up. He'll have very brief periods after an argument of being more affectionate to give me hope that never lasts. He has never cared to support me emotionally. Reading him writing about how cripplingly depressed he is over this girl when he has blown off my clinical depression as laziness for years was really the cherry on top. His comment history is also full of passive-aggressive comments about things I do that make this a crap marriage for him, ranging from being on my phone to hanging out with friends and family, and I'm just like, how else should I spend my time when not working or doing stuff with the kids, when my own husband has no interest in doing anything other couples do together? I didn't start doing those things to the extent I do now until I gave up on him being the romantic partner I thought I was maybe unfairly wanting him to be. I eventually thought this is simply the type of person he is. Some people are more reserved and unromantic. As his wife I need to accept him. I'm a big girl, I can occupy my time in ways that don't depend on him. But now? To find out it's actually because he has been pining over someone he dated for a couple months at 19? Chose to instead string me along, marry me, have 2 kids with me, countless other life events, then puts the blame for our lack of quality time and intimacy on me, all while he's the one dreaming of someone else and avoiding reality every single day? Why would someone do this? It doesn't make any sense. He never loved me. I am nothing more than a 20-year-long failed rebound. I can't express how emotional and obsessive he is when he's writing about this. He has never shown an inkling of real passion with me, at least not since our very early relationship. He is stoic and irritable and closed off, and his post-argument attempts at bonding are painfully hollow. I've wondered almost the whole relationship why this is lacking, wondering if I'm the problem, if my expectations were too Disney fairy tale or something. To found out he does have deep real feelings, and they are all reserved for someone he hasn't even seen in real life since half his lifetime ago, who he was still seeing after getting together with me, is, well, like I said, I probably knew deep in my gut he wasn't invested in me, but oh my god. I just never imagined something like this. At most I wondered about him not being in love with me anymore, or at worst, some normal affair like with a coworker or dating apps. Not a secret unreciprocated obsession spanning 20 years that's completely in his own head. I'm devastated but also almost scared in some way, I don't know why. He has a whole folder of photos of her that he looks at every day. There's pages and pages of his Reddit history. Who does that? I feel like I married a stranger. Between this and his general reluctance to really open up about pretty much anything personal. Did I ever actually know him?